Listen, I want to get some credit. I haven't touched one thing yet. I haven't put my hand in one rib. I haven't put my hand in one brisket. I'm on best behavior, as hard as it is.
Go ahead.
This is a day in the life at the most legendary barbecue joint in Kansas City, Missouri. Starting 116 years ago, this no-frills spot has served up slabs of ribs, brisket, and burnt ends to presidents, movie stars, and now a mediocre travel YouTuber. And today, I'm lucky enough to go behind the scenes and see how they've maintained their status as one of the most famous barbecue restaurants in America. This is Arthur Bryant's.
When we first get in here early in the morning, this is that magic stuff here. This is what really make it happen. This right here, we get our ribs on, because we open up at 10. I got to have these ready by 10.
Wayne, how long you been working here?
Well, I've been here at Arthur Bryant's around 20 plus.
20 plus years.
Yeah.
Same recipe the whole time through?
Same recipe. Ain't nothing changed. I started barbecuing back in 93. And I worked for this barbecue restaurant called Jimmy D's. You know, I was a chef too. I have my certificates and everything. I even won a Pit Master of the Year back in...
Now don't let Wayne's cool demeanor fool you. He's on a very short list of men who've been trusted with carrying on the legacy of this institution. You see, this all started way back in 1908 when a man named Henry Perry, aka the father of Kansas City barbecue, began serving smoked meats for 25 cents a slab from an alley stand in Kansas City's Garment District. Brothers Charlie and Arthur Bryant were employees of Perry's for many years, until Henry and Charlie passed away, leaving the business to Arthur. In 1949, Arthur moved the restaurant just a few blocks away from Municipal Stadium, home of the then Kansas City Athletics, and also the first home of the Kansas City Chiefs. This move catapulted the restaurant to nationwide popularity. And today, it's up to Wayne and the team to uphold the tradition, based on his own experience and developed instincts.
Today's Friday. You going a little bit more?
I'm going hard today. Them 32 ribs ain't nothing. Them 32 ribs probably be gone before lunch is over. If you don't have these on here right, these here, or either these will flip, hit them, and then flip them off. They gotta be just right on here.
So Wayne just told me, he gets here about 5 o'clock, he stays here till about 2 o'clock, goes home, has his supper, and then he passes out till about, what time do you get up, about 3?
About 3:30. Start out over again.
Woo-wee! This is a day in the life, but it keeps them busy.
Well, keep you busy.
And when you see the smiles on their faces?
I'm telling you, hey, it makes you feel better when it makes you feel good. You say, damn, I'm putting a smile on these people's face. It just strive, keep on going. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't stop.
He's a meat machine.
Yeah.
While the meat's cooking at a staggered pace to be hot and ready for when the crowds start lining up, it's time to get working on the sides.
We cut our own fries every morning.
And this is the original way?
Yes, sir. Make the fries better.
Shout out to Billy and the whole Carnitas Al Momo team. Lard is, lard is the secret to every good kitchen. All right, first taste of the morning. We're going fries. Hot, lard fries. That's a good start. All right, so these are beans. So they do this the night before.
Right.
They prep them all up.
Uh-huh.
And what else you got in these beans?
We have chopped beef in them.
Okay.
The chopped turkey. We won't put pork in here.
Okay. Why not?
I try not to. Well, a lot of our customers, see these supposed to be vegetarian beans. Cheesy corn.
Cheesy corn.
We put ham in there. We add ham. There's already ham in there, but we add more.
Of course. Wayne says you got to put the hard stuff in first and the easy stuff in second, right?
That's right.
So we got the potato casserole in and the cheesy corn going in. That's the easy stuff. So everything else is already getting in there. And then beans, we're going to do a second run of the beans to make sure they're ready. Just about 9 o'clock. Open up at 10, right?
Yes, sir.
Time
Just about
is
everything will be ready about that time.
He knows what he's doing. All right, let me show you a couple of things. Well, Wayne's in the back getting some sides ready. First, This is the original 5-gallon drum that Arthur used to put his sauce into. So they still have the original recipe, handwritten original recipe, and this is the drums he used to put all the sauce into, and then they let it sit out here on this windowsill to get it all molded together and blending and marinating beautifully. And also, these are all the original tables with the red chairs are all original. So there's still so much of this place that it's original state. And there's one more spot I gotta show you. And this over here, right behind the countertop, this is all the original pit. This is where the meat used to all be stored, right down in here. If you come up this way, this is the countertop. So they used to actually take the meat directly from the pit, put it up on the countertop, slice it for the people that are here. I can't imagine how hot it must have been back here. Just pulling meat off, and the countertop is right here. So here's the original front of the pit. They open up these doors, put the meat right on here, slice it up, and hand it to the customers. Pit masters used to live upstairs, come downstairs. The pit was right here, pull the meat out, serve the customers. It doesn't get more pit to table than that.
This is your beef. It's like 35 pieces of beef on here.
All right, fries, beans, corn, and all the sides are ready, so Wayne can finally start unveiling his meat to the world.
You can take them off at 165.
Okay.
But I like to take them off and let them get this pretty color.
Okay.
As long as that meat ain't falling off that bone,
Yeah.
they ain't overcooked.
Okay. When
They
it falls
just
off,
right.
you don't want it to fall off.
You don't want, you want them, when they pick their bone up and start eating, they don't want that meat falling. They want to stay on that bone so they can. Yeah.
It's the meat management is what it is. Wayne's just back here moving ribs, moving pulled pork, moving hams, moving sausages all over the place to make sure there's enough warming space. It's a science, it's an art, it's all combined in one, and it's just running through Wayne's head. He's just got a labyrinth of warmers and ovens just going through his head saying what's in what direction. It's pretty cool to see.
Yes, sir.
Briskets, hams, and ribs are stashed in heaters right next to the countertop. The team up front takes a deep breath, the doors are unlocked, and without hesitation, the delicious chaos begins.
I'm gonna get it right now. I customized my price. I got it. It's an 18 combined. 18 combined.
Yes, ma'am. You're welcome.
That good?
That looks great. Appreciate it.
Bar right behind. You got two sides, go with it there.
Best barbecue in Kansas City, Missouri.
The best barbecue in KC Mo.
I've been here many, many years, like 50 years coming here. It hasn't changed that much at all.
He brought us here many years ago. Whenever we come back, we rave about the place, and this is where we want to go and have lunch.
What's your go-to order?
Oh, the beef sandwich, I think, is my favorite.
Brisket is great. We're flying back home this afternoon, and my trip to Kansas City is now complete.
And I've been coming here for about 30 years, man. 40 years, 50. Since I was a kid, man, this is the spot. This is Kansas City's signature right here. I usually go with a combo, you know, turkey beef, my brother, turkey beef. You know, that's the real deal, you know what I'm saying?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the moment of truth. I've been sitting back there, we've been getting all the shots, we've been interviewing, talking to other people, and now's our moment. Oh, man.
Spare ribs are
All right, here we go. I don't know why, but something is telling me to start here. This is the turkey sandwich, and of course, signature barbecue sauces all over the board. We got sweet heat, we got the original, and one more over here. We got rich and spicy. Rich and spicy, we're gonna go with. No, we gotta do the right thing. Original. Start us off. Turkey sandwich. White bread. Okay. Okay. I get it. I get it. Institutions aren't institutions for no reason. My goodness. Wow. Okay. All right, now we're gonna go burnt ends. Wayne chopped up a set from the brisket. Chopped up. Okay. Okay. Ooh, ooh. The boys yelling in the back. I love it. I love it. I'm here for all of it. And then the most interesting thing I've ever seen at a barbecue joint is the way they do their sausage. So instead of individual links, we have massive sausage logs, and then they slice them super thin. And you can get sandwiches with this sausage as well. Whoa. What the hell? It's like a prosciutto thin slice of sausage. What the hell? When they're sliced this thin like this, you can just eat them like potato chips. That's a dangerous game. And this, my friends, is the #1 seller. This is the brisket sandwich, the beef sandwich. And this is just a little small order of it. We're gonna go rich and spicy for this one. Here we go. Unlocked freedom. #1. We're #1. We're #1. America, we're #1. We got barbecue and you guys don't. We're #1. Take that, France. All right, so Wayne tells me you don't want your ribs to just fall right off the bone. You want there still to be a little pull to them. And there's a little pull to them. And we're going in it. Man, that sauce with that cook. I feel like you gotta do a rib, you gotta do the whole thing. It's like a ear of corn. High five. I gotta tell you, rest in peace. Arthur Bryant isn't around anymore, but his legacy lives on with Wayne and the boys in the back. You have to really do things right for a long period of time to be considered a landmark in the community, and they're obviously doing something right because the door hasn't stopped moving since we got here. The people are flooded in, and there's a reason. Now, pro tip, you take your sausage choice, which I actually sweet heat, you put it here, and this is what a local guy told me, you gotta dip your fries in the sauce. It's everything around the sauce. Yeah, with the fresh cut fries, and that sweet heat sauce, sweet heat might be my favorite. I think that's my go-to. Nick, you're gonna get to try it in a second. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. A little bit of sweet. Ooh, the heat comes in after. Sweet first, heat later. It's like my dating profile.
All right, after lunch, we give the staff a minute to focus on this never-ending line without a camera in their face.
All right, we gotta step away from Arthur Bryant's for a second or else I'll keep eating. We needed to walk around a little bit, and we were told by the crew, they said, why don't you go down the street to 18th and Vine, and there is a jazz museum and a Negro Leagues baseball museum. So Nick's a big baseball fan as well, so we said, let's go down and check that out, give ourselves a break, walk around a little bit. They are flush with people still. Line out the door. There's actually a Kansas City Royals baseball game tonight, so they just get flooded with people. So as they're continuing on throughout the day, we're gonna step aside for a second and check out the museum here.
The NLBM is the world's only museum dedicated to preserving and celebrating African American baseball and its impact on American society. The museum's location itself is also very important, as the historic district of 18th and Vine has been the downtown center for the black community over the years. The area is well known for its thriving jazz scene during the 20s and 30s, and its proximity to the original Kansas City Monarch Stadium.
Man, this museum is fascinating. This man right here, Andrew Rube Foster, he was behind the formation in 1920 of the league. In 1929, it talks about having its first night game and how electric, literally how electric that was. And then you got a field right here of all the legends. And it talks about the different baseball teams that came and went, the obstacles obviously that they had to face, some interesting stories about different teams and players. For example, one player tried to join the all-white league, and so he called himself an American Indian, and he said he was Chief Cherokee, and then he went to Chicago to play, and he had previously played in the Negro League, and so fans already recognized him, and so They kicked him out of the league. And why the museum is here in Kansas City is because the Kansas City Monarchs were like the Yankees of the Negro Leagues. They had some of the most famous players at the time. They had Jackie Robinson that come through here, Satchel Paige that came through here, and they won all the World Series championships for many years throughout multiple different leagues. So that's why Kansas City is such a prominent place and why it's in this neighborhood. We're back at the restaurant now. Tony is the afternoon pit master. Wayne has gone home for the day. He's gonna take a quick nap and he'll be back in the morning. But this afternoon, it's all about getting ready for the following day, getting ready for tomorrow morning, setting Wayne up for success. So he's loading up 35 briskets right now just for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow's Saturday, so there's a little bit more. As Wayne taught us, it fluctuates based on the day, based on the weekend. All night, about 13 hours, 12 to 14 hours for these briskets. And you already saw what they look like coming out. This is the kind of the reverse process. In the evenings, they get all set up for the next day. All right, as Tony puts these on, I'm gonna wrap the video here. It's just after 5 p.m. The line out front is still going strong, but we're gonna shut it down now. You guys get the idea. Restocking for the morning. The biggest thing is the brisket and the pork shoulders that's going on for the pulled pork, for the sliced pork sandwiches. This is just a revolving door of incredible meat and incredible customer service at this absolute Kansas City institution. If you guys ever had the chance, you got to come down to Arthur Bryant's. Tell them I sent you. Make sure you get a little extra stack in your sandwich. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this day in the life. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Also, if you want more barbecue from here in Kansas City, make sure you check out the episode we did over on the Gareth Eats channel. We went to 3 other incredible barbecue spots here in Kansas City. Also, if you want more travel information, tips, resources, things like that, I started a Travel Deeper Insider newsletter. So the link is in the video description of this video. So check that out if you guys want to sign up. Adventures, updates, all that kind of stuff directly to your inbox. And if you have any other ideas for day in the life episodes that you think would be interesting, please send me a message or send me an email. The link, everything is in the video description as well and in the first comment. Big shout out to Nick, who's actually here. He's holding the door open. He's holding the door open so we can get these briskets in. Nick, thank you for your help today.
Got it.
Did you enjoy yourself?
I had a great day. Kansas City is phenomenal.
Tony, you want to say anything else?
Calm down.
Good morning. You're good. I'll just be talking to my camera. Don't mind me. And then it just becomes the ultimate platform for this sausage and this. Too much. I'm talking too much. What happened the day Obama came? You were off that day?
I was off. I think he came on a Wednesday. Tuesday or Wednesday, and I was off. I was mad too.
I would be mad too.
I said, damn, I missed it. These rookies got the scene. Had it all blocked off from Prospect, from Truman Road. You couldn't come close to this building. Not just that. Couldn't nobody leave. And when they was preparing the president's meal, agents was all around whoever was preparing his meal.
Wow.
They was all around him looking. Making sure he was doing it right and he wasn't slipping nothing in there. I said, oh man. So I said, I miss all that. I said, golly. I just couldn't believe it, man. But yeah, I got over it though. Took a minute, but I got over it.
Look, Wayne just went to get some more ingredients and I'm just alone with that piece of meat. I'm not touching it. I'm not gonna touch it. I'm not gonna get near it. Nope, I'm not gonna touch it. It's just looking at me though. It's just staring at me. Stay back.